What's going on, y'all? Listen, I had to record on my phone because, listen, I was in the midst of doing the actual freaking review for Love After Lockup, and it just said no, girl. Okay, my damn thing just started acting. My computer froze up. I don't know what's going on. Mad you. Don't get mad at me, okay? Don't get mad at me. Don't come for me. I still have yet to set up the new computer. Bitch, I done had it for at least 2 months now. Don't do me. Don't do me. Okay. I just been busy. It's just not been a focal point. The computer been working fine for the most part. But now I want to fucking act up. Okay. But anyway, let's just get up into this episode of Love After Lockup. This is Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup, Season 3, Episode 16, Highway to Hell. Baby, we gonna get through it as much as we can. I don't even remember all the people that's on here, but if it comes to me, we'll put it in there, okay? So we start off with John and Christiana. Let's just get them out the way because that is a hot-ass mess. And it's not even funny, okay? And like I said last week, I blame Christiana because it's her situation that she's going through. Oh, this HD got me looking raggedy as fuck, okay? But anyway, we gonna get over that. But Christiana is in control of her own self, okay? But John is an enabler. And a lot of people around Christiana, as I'm seeing, they're enablers too, okay? And so at this point, John comes home. We got Tammy and her mom, and they already there. That's Christiana and her mama. You know what I'm saying? That's who Tammy is, if y'all don't know, her sister. Tammy is Christiana's sister. And so they at his house. They was glad to see that, he came in with Christiana. Christiana is okay. But at the same time, Christiana has a warrant out for her arrest because I guess, she left the halfway house when she wasn't supposed to. That's probably why she got kicked out and, they probably found some drugs or whatever and she got in trouble for that. And so at this point, she's a fugitive. And they trying to figure out exactly what it is that they're going to do. And John, he don't want her to turn herself in. But at the same time, having her there can put all of them in risk because they can be charged with harboring a fugitive. And she was at one point thinking about, going ahead and turning herself in. And she said this is something that she's never done before. She been through this situation, going through the halfway house or whatever, like 3-4 times. She never really completed it. She always go back to jail. The mama said, listen, girl, I can't do this no more, okay? I'm kind of tired of it, you know what I'm saying? Going through this motion back and forth is just a little bit too much. Mama out here suffering. She already on oxygen, okay? Christiana, we don't need this, you know what I'm saying? And you got John, just sitting there looking at Christiana and the family, doing their thing, having a little moment or whatever, crying and doing all that. And I'm like, this is cute. This was a sad moment, but I like the fact that they all came together. But at the same time, I'm like, John, he was keeping it together until he went outside and he had to throw something and he was in his feelings because he about to lose his girl again. Okay. Probably thinking, damn, still ain't even fucked the bitch yet. You know what I'm saying? Did all of this shit, had a makeshift wedding on the side, was gonna do her on my Mack truck bed, the bed of my truck or whatever. I said, when you think about it, I don't want our first time to be on the bed of your truck. No, okay, don't treat me like no hoe like that. No, don't do no shit like that. So I'm glad that didn't happen. He went through all of this and probably don't even know how it smells, okay? Christiana, but then again, Christiana looked like the type that'll let him finger her in the seat, while they driving. Probably let him do it while they was on the way to the halfway house. Some of y'all was thinking the same thing. Don't come for me or whatever. You was thinking it. I just put it out there, okay? That's what that is. But anyway, do I got a mustache? I think I do. HD will pick up every fucking thing. This my phone picks up every fucking thing. Crystal fucking clear, bitch. Okay? Let me sit back. God damn. But anyway, fuck that. We family. It's the end of the goddamn week. We'll do grooming tomorrow. So, that happens and basically they gotta figure out what they gonna do. Okay? They just gotta figure out what it is they gonna do. Moving on from them. I blame, like, John. this is what happened. And truth be told, I'm not even mad at Christiana because she is an addict. She is an addict, and it's what happens, there is a strong possibility with addicts, that they will relapse multiple times. It happens, okay? And you can be upset, but sometimes they really don't have control over it. When the addiction becomes a disease, that's when you really don't have a control over it. And she needs real help, and she's not ready to get that help. She said that she's done and she's tired of living this life, but we'll see if she's ready to freaking change now that she got John. And they was like, John will help you. John will help you. I was like, what? John will what? Okay, don't put it all on him. But moving on from them, we get Destiny and Sean. Okay, another dummy. All right, now, Sean is just really stupid. Destiny they come out the little court situation that she had. She had the little court case or whatever that he put the $5,000 on, or I was to say the $50,000. She did show up, so he got his money's worth. I guess he got it back. I don't know how jail worked. I ain't never been there. I ain't never done none of that shit. Okay. So come out, basically what happened is what they went to this court case for, went to court for, those charges got dismissed. But then she got some new charges put against her, filed against her, and she's looking at 7 years in prison at this point. So of course her mother and her sisters, they're a little bit worried. She's upset about it because she didn't know. The lawyer didn't tell her anything that was going on, so she was left in the dark. And then she's like, why don't they just give me a chance to show them that I'm doing good. I'm out here doing good. Why you have to file these charges? But girl, if you did the shit, it's consequences that's going to happen. And these is the consequences for your actions. I'm pretty sure they're not just filing charges just to file charges against you and you didn't do these things. I'm just saying, okay? And so she got to deal with that. Sean trying to be supportive and basically saying whatever goes on, just know that I'm still going to be here for you, And she was like, she didn't really want that to happen. Like, if I have to go to jail for 7 years, you need to go ahead and live your life and, do what you ever do, okay? I don't need you waiting on me. Go fuck the bitches that you gonna fuck, okay? Bitch, I can't wait till next week's episode. We got 2 more episodes left until the mid-season. Then they gonna bring Life After Lockup back, okay? November 20th. But next week, I think it's when Destiny and Kelly gonna meet up. I am ready for the fireworks for that one. Okay, let me tell you something. They sitting down there eating. Sean trying to be supportive. Sean didn't show the mama and the sister that he got a ring for Destiny. I said, you dumbass. So you spent $5,000 plus you got rings and money. How much ever money you put on that ring, girl? Ain't nobody got time for that. I don't have time for that. Okay, listen. It wouldn't be me. I could not do it. I cannot do it, all right? No, sight unseen, never me. So at this point, after they get through talking and, getting her feelings out of being upset, they eating their little lunch and everybody part ways. You got Sean and Destiny in the car, okay? Destiny is so over it. Let me tell you something. I don't think Destiny loves Sean, okay? I think Sean is pretty much a sponsor. That is what I feel about them, okay? Because I know she's upset and I know she's in her feelings, but I just don't see the connection between them. I don't see the chemistry between them at all. She on the phone, doing her little texting or whatever. Sean is in there trying to be sentimental and talking to her like, whatever goes on, I just want you to know that everything's going to be okay. And let me tell you something. I really, really was impressed by the way that you're holding all this together and you're being calm about it and you're taking this in with stride. She was like, could you keep your eyes on the fucking road? I was like, damn, Destiny. And he took his hand off of her and put it back on the steering wheel like, okay, mama. And then gonna say something. Let me take you to the river and let's go out and we can have a walk over the river, by the river, whatever. Destiny like, listen, I just want to be by myself. I don't want to go on no stupid ass walk by no goddamn river. Like, who wants to do that? So she went on ahead and obliged him and all this. They walking across the river, walking by the river alongside it. And they Sean is having a conversation with himself because Destiny, I don't know if she was really listening until he got down on one knee. He was basically, saying all the good things about her and how, he loves her and how he feels about her and all this stuff. And he's going to always be there for her and he's going to stick it out. He knew something like this could possibly happen with her possibly getting more jail time or whatever, but he's still going to, be there for her. He can't imagine his life without her and without smelling her perfume and this and that. And then gets down on one knee and try to propose to her. I said, bitch, what? Get the fuck out of... Did they say Beyonce sent Rolling Ray a fucking... I gotta go read that. See, I can't even check it on my phone. That shit, bitch, I'm a... Girl. Okay, Ashley, shut the fuck up. Ashley, shut that. Because Beyonce got my number, not him. Woo! I'm gonna be salty as fuck. But anyway, moving on from that. Woo! Bitch, what? Maybe I read that wrong. Okay, the tweet came fast and it came, but bitch, what? Okay, I'm gonna move past it. Ashley. Let it the fuck go, bitch. Anyway. Okay. Moving on. It just blew me because I'm just thinking Beyonce got my number. That clip is just playing in my head. Maybe I saw that wrong. Okay. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Sean proposed to Destiny. Okay. And that was that. Meanwhile, we got this situation going on with Quaylin and Chevelle. All right. So Quaylin, when we first see him, he up there getting ready to go to Dallas. I said, "Ooh, that came quick." Or I should say Houston. That's where he going. And so, Chevelle come in like, "So this really what you doing? Yeah, baby, this what I'm doing and all this stuff." It was like, "But you said that you was gonna be up in here with me." Like, see, he one way on the phone when we was in prison. Now he another way and all this stuff. You said you was gonna... I said, Chevelle, let it go. Like, Chevelle was getting on my nerves at this point. Because I feel like she was being overbearing and she wasn't trying to understand where he was coming from. He is a young man. He just got out of prison and you're literally... Yes, I understand that you got your feelings involved. You literally trying to lock this boy down, okay? And you trying to make him an instant father, an instant husband and all this stuff, and that's just not how things work. You got to let that boy live and do what he got to do. Like, he has not done none of that, okay? He wants to go down there to visit his family. He is going to come back. She's scared that he not going to come back, and he keep trying to convince her, "I'm coming back." With that little ass suitcase that he had, he coming back. That's probably all the clothes that he got anyway, but, he said he coming back, okay? And I just want her to understand, it just isn't about you. It's about compromise or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And so, they get into that whole conversation. He finally get down there to Houston, see his mama, and, mama is just like... Listen, you down here in Houston with the family, you know what I'm saying? I know you got Chevelle or whatever, but all I'm saying is keep your options open. You can see what it is down here and you can get a little taste here and a little taste there, whatever. Mama want him to play the field a little bit. And I understand where mama is coming from. Then his other little sister come. I said, the mama name is Quilandria. His name is Quaylin, and then the sister name is Quinice or something like that. Quinicia. Girl, I was like, girl, what? I know the teachers at school had a hard time pronouncing them. They just called them, we just going to call you Q, okay? We're just going to call you Q, or do you want us to call you Quay Quay? That's what it was, all right? Bitch, rolling motherfucking Ray. I feel away. Anyway, because Beyonce got my number. She calls me all the time to check up on me. Bitch, let me stop. That better had not been that. Anyway. Where is your mask? Stop it, Ashley. Don't do that. But anyway, so yeah. The sister was like, I'm gonna meet you, I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna take you out, show you some clubs or whatever, introduce you to some of my friends and all that stuff. They cute or whatever. He's like, nah, I'm committed to Chevelle. Now, see, I gotta give it to Quaylen, okay? Because Quaylen, um, he's loyal. He's showing that he's loyal. Okay. Now he done took his ass down there to Texas. All right. Home of the big booty girls. Okay, and the thick girls. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. The Texas girls, they love me for some reason. Okay. Most of my followers and subscribers, a lot of y'all asses, a big majority of y'all, a big portion of y'all is from Texas. Okay, so I understand. And I was just like, that's temptation like a motherfucker. All right. So we gonna see. So far so good. Quaylen is, keeping his commitment so far to Chevelle. Mama in the car with him, telling him, listen, you probably ain't gonna like this, but I hooked up one of them options or whatever. And he was like, what you talking about? Now we saw this little clip, this little blurb about Quaylen, doing his own hair and everything in prison, taking him hours to do. I said, "Oh, you did a good job, boy." He had the hairdresser said you ain't had nothing but time anyway to learn the shit. I said you ain't have to put him on Front Street like that. But, she right, and he did a good job. So the mama, which makes sense because then the next thing we see with them, the mama is taking him to a hair shop, a barber shop, a salon, to actually um woo, I just thought of something. Anyway, listen, I am dumbfounded. That shit just knocked me off. I'm so mad. I am so mad because it threw me off so bad in this review, and this review just feels off right about now. But anyway, took him to the barbershop. Please don't thumb down because I'm thrown off. Please don't do that. Took him to the barbershop and met one of her friends named Cadillac, who was a barber or probably the owner of the shop. And I'm sitting here like, Mama, how you know Cadillac? And how is he your friend? Because you don't look like you get your hair done there. Okay, so how did you two meet? What is up with that? I said, all right, Mama, her friend, and basically set up this interview and to have him talk. And basically he was like, I understand how it is to be in prison or whatever, having people judge you. And, I give anybody and everybody an opportunity to, prove themselves, and everybody makes mistakes. So I was really here for the conversation that they was having. And he told him, straight up, Mama was the one that set up this for me. She kind of ambushed me with this, but I got obligations out there in Kansas City with my girl Chevelle, and I got family out here, and it's like I don't know what to do. And then Cadillac was like, well, whatever you decide, if you come down here, just know that you got a spot open, you got a spot ready for you. I was like, see, now you got opportunities waiting for you up in Houston right about now. Houston looking pretty good. But Quaylen went the route that I hoped he didn't go, but the nigga went. He said, I mean, I ain't trying to be a barber like that, like cutting hair and doing hair ain't a passion of mine. I'm trying to be a musician. I said, bitch, you trying to be a rapper or what? Or you singing? You Jacquees up in this bitch? What is it? Okay. I said, no, Quaylen, stop it. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. We gonna be a barber for right now. All right. But that was the situation with them. Okay. We get Tyrese, bitch. Tyrese, after that whole situation with Chandra, okay, after he said have a good life and click, no, we can't be friends. Um, he going to a restaurant, and he going to a restaurant who? To meet up with a nice young lady. Who is it? Some girl named Tracy. Okay, he done met Tracy at a little art gallery or whatever, and I'm looking at Tracy, and I'm like, I can dig this because Tracy looking in his age range. Okay, he was like, look at you with your nice little lips or whatever. I met her at so and so and so and so. Plus, she got a big old ass. He like ass. I was like, okay, Tyrese, I get you. She know about Chandra. He had to convince her, listen, that's over and that's done with. And they up there flirting about how they gonna be doing it and how her stuff right and tight. I said, I ain't need to hear all that. I ain't need to hear all that. But Tyrese do look like he still got a little bit of something in him that he can probably put it down. Okay. And Tracy probably will let him. So yeah, Tyrese then moved on. Okay. Meanwhile, who else we got? Um It was just Quaylin, John, Tyrese, Destiny. I did all of them right. Tyrese, John, Chris. Yeah. Okay. So the last people that we got, did I? Girl, I'm so thrown off. I'm so sorry. This is a raggedy ass review, but y'all will love it. Tyrese, John, and Christiana, Quaylin, Shine and Destiny. Okay, I'm just making sure that I got all my P's in the queue, in a row. So then we get to the last couple, Heather and goddamn Dylan. Dylan, get out. Okay, have the parole board change your house, your parole to somebody else's place, because Heather is going to put you back in jail. Heather looks like the type of person that will start a fight with him and push him to the edge and start hitting on him and make it so that, push him so much and hit him so much that he has to hit her back. Okay. And I'm not advocating for domestic violence, but that bitch looked like that's what she would do. And then call the cops on him and say that he hit her. Not saying that she hit him first. Okay. And you know how they play. They don't play around with domestic abuse and stuff like that. Okay. And get his parole revoked and have his ass back up in jail. That's what Heather looked like. Okay. I don't trust the bitch. If she can get this pissed off over something so simple like this, Dylan, get away from her. Dylan was waiting for Heather to get ready because they was about to go to the DMV. Everybody knows you got to get to the DMV fucking early, bitch. Fucking early, okay? I'm going to put an update in my comments if I saw what I saw, okay? If it was a joke or whatever. I... It's throwing me out so bad because it's so funny. But anyway, she got my number. She checks on me all the time. If you have not seen that clip, the shit is funny. But anyway, so yes, she's taking forever to get ready. This is the DMV we're talking about. And this is out here in Chicago, okay? Especially the one out there on 95th, the big one. Bitch, you got to be out there, quite early if you want to. Ain't no going in and coming out. He got to take a test. He trying to get his driver's license. He got to take his picture. He got to do all this stuff. He got to get his state ID. He got to get his social security card because that's a requirement. And so she's taking all day. And they're about to close, so they're trying to hurry up and get there, all right? And so at this point, they get to the DMV. She asking questions, and then all of a sudden we hear no more written tests, no more road tests, and all this stuff being taken. And so now they basically came up there for nothing, okay? Because Heather done made them late. Dylan made a joke and said, yeah, we were late. We missed the appointment because, over makeup. Because that's what she was doing. She was taking forever to get ready. He said he done been with some girls, some high maintenance girls, but, she's a little bit more high maintenance than he's used to. Okay, fine. He made the mistake of just making a simple little joke, okay? Saying, because of the makeup. He wasn't upset or nothing. It was just a joke. Heather got so pissed off she went to the car, okay? And then told his ass to come on and get in the car. Threw a fucking fit. Wasn't taking off her mic, was talking all this mess, was hollering at him, was just going crazy, didn't want to talk to production, told him to get up in the car, and then at one point didn't even have the door unlocked for him to get up in the car, and then just pulled off and was just going crazy up in the car. And I'm sitting here like, what is your problem, Heather? No, I can't. Now see, I like crazy, but that's just too much. That's just too much. That is a turn off, okay? Now see, listen, Heather, you good, okay? You better be glad this man is trying to stay out of jail because he can haul off and knock your ass out because you was doing too much. And then the way that Heather drove down that one-way street, let me tell you something. Today, my Lyft driver did that. She turned into the opposite lane. I looked up because I was turning, making sure that, everything was good on my phone or whatever. And I looked up from my phone, baby, I'm seeing headlights coming towards me, like directly towards me. I said, bitch, if it wasn't for the fact that it was stop signs right there and them cars had stopped at that moment, I said, lady, go to the right and get off. You on the wrong side of the fucking street, bitch. You turned the wrong way. Girl, a mess. I said, Heather, the way she drove up on that curve and everything, a goddamn mess. Dylan, get away from her. But anyway, you guys, that was Love After Lockup. Once again, I'm telling you now, I apologize for the interruption and being thrown off track. Bitch, I gotta go on Twitter and see what this is. This better be a fucking joke, and I better have read that shit wrong because I am about to pass the fuck out, bitch. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.